Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today I have, I'm so excited, I have the pleasure of talking to you about the new eyeshadow duos from Rose Inc. These are the Rose Inc. Satin and Shimmer Duets. And there are 4 colorways. I bought 3 of them. We're going to talk about them, demo them. I'm going to swatch them in 2 different lightings. And we are going to be able today, because I have enough time today, we're going to be able to do a wear test. And then I can tell you my thoughts on all of them when this comes out in the morning. All right, so let's get started here. My inbox and my DMs were flooded when Rose Inc. announced they were going to release these eyeshadow duos. Why? Because everyone knows that I love Rose Inc. I mean, they've never even heard of me. They don't know who I am. I know who they are. I absolutely love them. I am so obsessed with everything they make. So the minute they announced this, you guys were like, Rebecca, look, I know. I was like, yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, so therefore I tried to chill a little bit and I only bought 3. I'm going to buy the 4th at the Sephora sale, but I showed some restraint and bought 3 out of 4. I know. Okay, so there's 4. I didn't buy the cocoa and white, but I'll show you what I got, and I'm going to show you the swatches too. I got the Satin Plum and Lavender Shimmer. This actually might be my favorite. We're going to try them all on in the demo. I got the Satin Copper with Copper Shimmer. Ooh. And I got what everybody's looking at, the Satin Olive with Khaki Shimmer. I think they should have called it a lime shimmer. Kind of lime green shimmer. Really, really pretty. So these are $30 each, and as I told you, there is a 4th, a cocoa with a white shimmer. They're refillable. They smooth the skin because they have squalene, which moisturizes. The satin is a cream, which we know Rose Inc. is just like superb at doing their creams. And then the shimmer is like a pressed shimmer. Okay, and what I do in the demo is I use a brush for this one and my finger to press on the shimmer. The cool thing about these not only is just that they're refillable and in this nice, easy, slim, easy to use and easy to store compact, but also that they can create a look together or be used as a one and done. Let me tell you what I mean. They can be used as you can use 1 shade only, and I'll show you kind of what that looks like, just to do a one and done kind of chic, sophisticated shadow. And then you can add in the pressed shimmer, or you can even just do the shimmer alone like you would, say, a lid luster or something like that, like a Victoria Beckham lid luster or something. Not to compare the brands, but you know what I mean. I'm going to also try them together in the demo. But let's first go to me showing you these in 2 different lights. Let's look at it first in studio lighting. What I have done is the satin shade followed by the shimmer shade for all 3 of the ones that I purchased. So to the left, all the way towards my elbow, we have the Satin Plum with its lavender shimmer, and then the Satin Copper with the copper shimmer, and the Satin Olive with the Khaki Shimmer. Now the Satin Olive is the one that looks like it's going to go the fastest. I think at time of filming it is currently gone right now at Sephora, but on the Rose Inc. site, and I will link all that below. Hopefully it'll come back to Sephora quickly. Here is the same me, the same arm, the same order of product in the warm California sunshine. Take a look here outside. Again, satin followed by shimmer with the plum and lavender, copper and copper, and olive and khaki shades. These are, like I said, a spoiler alert, absolutely beautiful. Everyone knows that I'm predisposed to loving Rose Inc., but I still went in skeptically. I do know that sometimes we don't like everything, but this is no exception. I truly love it, and I want to show you that. Already you're seeing me wearing the olive and khaki look, and I'll do some more looks from these 3 over on TikTok as well for you guys to see. But right now, I would like just to show you me trying on all 3 looks. So I got 3 shades and 2 eyes. So I'm going to save that really green. Oh, it's already sold out on Sephora. So I'm super interested in that. I'll save that for both eyes. Let's do 1 eye here. Let's do the Satin Plum and Lavender Shimmer, and let's do the Satin Copper and Copper Shimmer on this eye. And then we'll finish off with that olive. Okay, so here is, you've seen these swatched already. Let's give it a try, because they, you know, as I told you guys, they say my brushes are rolling everywhere. We're using Rephr brushes today, and we're going to start with the number 1, which is, you know, my favorite. They say you can use these as a one and done, kind of cream formula here, or you can just do the shimmer if you want to almost use it like you would a lid luster. Today we'll use them both together. This applies beautifully. Look how dark this is on my brush, and since it is a cream, you know, there's no ability really, I could wipe it off I suppose, but there's no real ability to kind of, you know, tap it off, but it is applying so gently and so beautifully. Look at that. Really, really pretty. Just kind of applying like a dream. I'm going to do it a little bit darker so you guys can really see it. If I were just applying this for my own use, I think I would stop there. But you guys get the idea. And then I'm going to switch to this Rephr number 3 and take that same cream, it's down there on my table, and put it underneath the eye. Now, easy, easy one and done shade, and I could just leave the house. Let's press with the finger. You can use a brush, but I like to use my finger on these type of shades. Let's press this into it. You know, I don't know if I ever do the day to evening, office to bar look, but this would work for it, right? Office, and then, woo, bar. Oh my goodness. Wow. And it does press on beautifully, and I'm not experiencing any fallout. Now, fallout does not bother me, actually, you guys should know, unless it's a ridiculous amount. But for those of you that it does bother, please know that I am not experiencing any, and that is absolutely lovely. The interesting thing I can tell you already about these, and I should save this for the end, but these are unassuming little fellows. And sometimes it's the unassuming ones that are the most fun. You know, sometimes you open up like the giant Pat McGrath holiday eyeshadow palette, like the big one. Like, I'm just as excited about that as you guys are. But I wonder how much I'll use it compared to something like this, which is deceptively simple and just pretty. Okay, so here we go now. We're going to do another look on the other eye, and this one is the Satin Copper and Copper Shimmer. So I have a clean Rephr one. Yes, I have more than one of them. It is my favorite Rephr brush. Okay, so here is same idea. I'm just really, you guys, I'm just spreading it. It's a cream, right? So I'm just kind of spreading it on, and I'm doing it a tad bit darker for you guys than I probably would for my own use. Both of these are equally flattering and beautiful, and I don't have to get any product off the brush. It's just going on really nicely. And just like we did before, I'm going to put a little bit of it underneath the eye. And there is a one and done copper shade with no sparkle, but of course, not to be outdone, we're going to just press this on. What I like about these shimmer shades is they are truly, these really are what I would call a true shimmer shade. What do I mean by that? It's shimmer. They're sparkly, but it's not heavy amounts of glitter, but it has a little bit of glitter in there. And yet when I pressed it on with my finger, as you can check for yourself, there is no fallout underneath the eye. What I'm going to do now is come back and we'll put on the olive, and then I'll do a wear test with it, because I know many of you have jobs where you are there certainly for 12 hours, even if it's 8 hours, 6 hours, but a lot of you for 12 hours or more, and I know you'll be interested in how long the shadow will wear. So stay right there, and we're going to try that sold out at Sephora olive shade. I'm back and crazily excited for the shade. So far, I think the Satin Plum is my favorite, although it's hard to choose. I'm really enjoying these, but this seems to be the shade that I thought everybody would want to see. So I am putting it on both eyes. So far, it is the darkest, of course, but it is spreading onto the eyelid very, very nicely with both finger and brush, and you can use either. And remember, these can be a one and done. Actually, either can be a one and done. You could do a one and done with the sparkle, like I said, if you want to make it like a lid luster. Oops, my brush here is shedding a little bit. Okay, that's better. Wanted to make my nose itchy. Okay, let's even this out a little bit. Looks like I got a little more on one side than the other. And there is a kind of one and done eye look with just the olive side. And now I'm going to put on with my finger, I'm still playing around here with that olive shade. I just want to darken it a little bit. And then I do want to put some under the eye, because this is the one, this is the look that I'm going to leave on and do the wear test with. And you know, there are certain shades that will wear differently than others, but we'll let this be our wear test for now, okay? All right, so this again could stand on its own. It's kind of a lime green sparkle. but I'm going to put it on all over, and we are going to give this a nice wear test. Ooh, so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here is the final look before we go away for the wear test. It is noon here right now. I'm going to try to make it till about 5 o'clock, and we'll come back and check on it, because I do know that the longevity of these shades are very important to those of us who are out running around all day. So boy, is it pretty right now, but we'll see it in a few hours. Stay right there. Okay, it is almost 5 o'clock, not quite, and I have popped over here to give us a little report and tell you what I think. So almost 5 hours worth of wear. I have, to let you know, reapplied the Rose Ink lipstick that I was wearing, but no other makeup has been touched, and you can tell I look a little more harried and crazed and frizzy than I did a few hours ago. All right, so let's take a little look. I'm really not seeing much movement. Maybe a teeny bit less shimmer. I don't know what you think, maybe a little bit, but it has definitely stood the test of time. And I do realize that my 5 hours is not the same as your 12 or even 24, 16, even 8. But I just wanted to give it a little go, and I'll keep playing with it and I'll report back. But the fact that it's lasted this long without budging, to me, is actually a very good sign. But like I said, I will continue to play with it. I will even leave it on for a few more hours tonight is what I'll do, and put it on the screen. This is the chance I had to film it, but I'll put it on the screen down here how it did after a few more hours from now. As I said, I know that's important to you guys. I have a lot to say here, and I started saying this actually during the demo. I knew I should have saved it for this, my end thoughts here. These appear to be very, very simple. And in that sense, their simplicity is a little bit, don't be fooled by it, in other words. Our heads are turned in the makeup world by these crazy, I brought up Pat McGrath for a good reason. I'm excited about that holiday collection too. But our heads are turned by these crazy wild colors and sparkles and shimmers and ooh, duochromes and multichromes and wow. This though is what most of us will end up grabbing every day. If you're just heading out the door, if you're going on the school run, look how quick it was. And I know I do my eye makeup quickly, but to just be able to grab one of these and just do a really quick one and done look, whether you pick the cream or the shimmer, the satin or the shimmer, or whether you put them together. For me, I can definitely see wanting to do that satin as an everyday, just kind of one and done look. Then you can add the shimmer if you just need a little pick-me-up later in the day, and these little compacts travel well. If you're going to use your finger to add the shimmer, you could just do it right there in the mirror. This mirror, of course, still has its little covering over it, but if you took that off, and you could just do it on the run and just, you know, you're like that with your finger and you're all clean and ready to go. It's deceptively simple. And as much as my head is turned by the other, I'm telling you, the ones I'm going to grab every day are going to be these. They're quick, they're easy, there's no decision. You know, the shades, I think I'm going to end up buying the fourth, probably during the Sephora sale. I don't know if this olive one will come back. I know it's on the Rose Ink shade, site right now, but I don't know if it's on Sephora. I hope it comes back. Yeah, these will be a staple of mine. These are really good, and they appear to be, so far, wearing really well. I love the way they applied. I love the feel of that kind of cream satin. It's just a really nice feel. I think Rose Ink does creams really well. One of my subscribers one time told me it's like beginner's cream, beginner-friendly cream. And though I'm not a beginner, I always am at heart. So yeah, I like that about them too. It's just like creams that are really easy to work with and aren't fussy. And who doesn't want that? So I am, as usual, sincerely impressed by Rose Ink and their products. I recommend these shadows very highly. I would love for you to tell me if you picked one up or were thinking of it. We do have a Sephora sale coming up, so I know some people are waiting for that. But if that olive comes back in, maybe grab that. I don't know if it will, but it's on the Rose Ink site. And I have all that information linked below if you want to pick any of these up. Just beautiful, deceptively simple, but don't be fooled. Really pretty and what we want our makeup to be. A winner from Rose Ink. Again, ask me if I'm surprised, because I'm not. They're killing it lately. All right, let me know your thoughts down below, please, in comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope you did. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel so that I can continue reaching more and more people, and consider joining and becoming a member for behind the scenes video and special lives. And if not, I will see you over on TikTok, Instagram, and of course here for the next video. Bye-bye.